Jamuna tira banachari Jamuna tira banachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Bhalava Giribharadhari Jaya Gopi Jana Bhalava Giribharadhari Jashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Jashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jayam Vishnupat Paramahansa Parivrajagacharya Ashtotara Shatasha Srimad His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jayam Vishnupat Paramahansa Parivrajagacharya Ashtotara Shatasha Srimad His Divine Grace Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki ISKCON Founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada Ki Karantara Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Nitai Gaura Premanandi. Oh, glories to the assembled devotees. Oh, glories to the assembled devotees. Oh, glories to the assembled devotees. Oh, glories to Shishiguru and Shigauranga. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 8, Withdrawal of the Cosmic Creation, Chapter 19, Lord Vamanadev begs charity from Bali Maharaj, Text 3 and 4. Chant 3. Nahi tasmin kule kaschin nish. I think that's not in there, right? Okay. Nahi tasmin kule kaschin nishatva kripanapumam pratyakyata pratishrutya Yobadata Dvijaye. Translation: I know that even until now, no one taking birth in your family has been or miserly. No one has refused to give charity to Brahmanas, nor after promising to give charity has anyone failed to fulfill his promise. Text number 4, we chant together. Na shanti tirti let me see. Na shanti tirti judi charti na shanti tirti judi blah, 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 blah. What's the melody? Oh yes. No, the one doesn't fit. Na shanti tirti judi charti nartita. Paramukha jeta. No, why I can remember the melody of this one. That's it. That's it. Na shanti tirti judi charti nartita. Paramukha jetva manashino nripa. Yusmat kule jat jashasa melane. Jashasa malena. Prarada udhati jatadupake. Na shanti tirti judicharni nartita. Paramukha jetva manashvino nripa. Yusmat kule jat jashasa malena. Prarada udhati yato dupake. Na shanti tirti judicharni nartita. Paramukha jetva manashvino nripa. Yusmat kule jat jasasa malena. Parada ubhati jato dupake. Paramukha jetva manashva. Yusmat kule jat jasasa malena. Parada ubhati jato dupake. Na, not, shanti, there are, tirthe, in holy places where charity is given, judhi, in the battlefield. Cha, also. Arthina, by a Brahmana or a Kshatriya. Artitaha, who have been asked. Paramukha, who refuse their prayers. Yea, such persons, too, indeed, amaswinaha, such low-minded, low-grade kings, Nripa, O King, Bali Maharaj, Jusmat Kule, in your dynasty, yet therein, Jasasa Amalena, by impeccable reputation, Praradha, Pralad Maharaj, Udbhati, arises, Yatha, as, Udapaha, the moon, Ke, in the sky. Translation and purport by His Divine Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. O King Bali, never in your dynasty has the low-minded king been born, who upon being requested has refused charity to Brahmanas in holy places, or fight to Kshatriyas on a battlefield. And your dynasty is even more glorious due to the presence of Prahlad Maharaj, who is like the beautiful moon in the sky. Purport. The symptoms of a Kshatriya are given in Bhagavad Gita. One of the qualifications is the willingness to give charity, dana. A Kshatriya does not refuse to give charity when requested by a Brahmana, nor can he refuse to fight another Kshatriya. Or king, a king who does refuse is called low-minded. In the dynasty of Bali Maharaj, there were not such low-minded kings. Om Agyana Timirandasya Jananjana Shalakaja Chakshur Ummilidam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha Namo Vishpadaya Krishna Shrimate Prabhupada Namo Vishpadaya Krishna Prashaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirveshesha Shunyavadi Pashatyade Satrine Vancha Kalpa Tarubhyascha Kripa Sindhuvya Vacha Patitanam Pavanevyo Vaishnavevyo Namo Namaha. Lord Vamanadev is speaking to Bali Maharaj, and he was very pleased. Vamanadev is explaining. Bali Maharaj, when Vamanadev entered into the sacrificial arena, it was a very dramatic entrance. It is explained that it was like the rising sun. When one observes, the beautiful rising sun. How you call the rising sun? Sunrise. The sunset and the sunrise. So sunrise, it creates a lot of awe. So you can imagine, as all the assembled great brahmanas, all the followers, the descendants of Bhrigu and their disciples, powerful brahmanas headed by Shukracharya, and Bali Maharaj himself, and all these powerful Daita Kshatriyas and warriors, it was very powerful, opulent, and it is explained that it was effulgent. These personalities were so surcharged with power, not only material power, but actually spiritual powers. Because as explained, that the descendants of Brigu, headed by Shukracharya, were able to bestow on Maharaj Bali spiritual powers, and by the spiritual powers he was able to become unconquerable. So extremely effulgent. So you had all this assembly of effulgent personalities, powerful brahmanas, powerful kshatriyas, and they were taken aback when they saw like the sun rising in the horizon. And it was very significant, the worship of Maharaj Bali, because here's a personality of Godhead in the form of a brahmana, a brahmachari brahmana, and he washes lotus feet and then sprinkle the water over his head. So just by that action, he actually expressed it. This completely free me from any sinful reaction or connection. Remember that, Maharaj Bali already comes in the lineage of Prahlad Maharaj, so that's in itself high qualification. However, he was the king of the demons, of the Daitas. So by association, whatever contamination was there was completely washed by the water that has bathed the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, and immediately he, after the Lord and praying to the Lord and worshiping the Lord in such a way, he made a promise. He said, whatever you have come here obviously to ask something from me. So whatever you want, I will give. He made the promise. And Lord Vamanadev, now he's responding. He was very pleased. And he was very pleased with the way that Bali Maharaj actions and Bali Maharaj heart. And heroism, power, tejas, sauryan tejo driti daksham, yude chapi apalajanam, danan ishwara babascha, chatram karma swabhavajam. Heroism, power, determination, resourcefulness, courage in battle, generosity and leadership are the natural qualities of work for the Kshatriyas. So the word Kshatriya, I heard two significant, breakdown of the Sanskrit of Kshatriya. One is given by Srila Prabhupada in the Bhagavad Gita that we study, which is Shatra, which means Shat, that's what Prabhupada says, Shat, which will be Ksat, Shat, which means hurt, or that, and Atraya, which means to protect. So the natural bhava, or the natural quality of the Kshatriya is to give protection. And the other one that I came across with is Shatra. Shatra means to rule over others. Shatra. So in the third canto, it is explained in the universal form, the manifestation of the universal form. And it is explained that from the Virat Rupa, when the Virat Rupa is manifesting, or this material world, the Lord is assuming the Virat Rupa. From the arms of the Virat Rupa comes the power of giving protection. And then the Kshatriya class appear, manifest from that. So, giving protection, that is the natural quality of a Kshatriya. Now, in the whole design of the social structure of the universe, Krishna has placed that everything is governed by this combination, the Brahmanas and the Kshatriyas. That the whole thing is administrated and carried out by the combination of Brahmanas and Kshatriyas. Like we've been, during the weekend we were studying, doing this ISKCON disciple course, and a lot of, we spent a lot of time speaking about Prabhupada's genius of creating a structure, an institution that provides the means and the facilities for devotees and for others to, for the culture of Krishna consciousness to be presented to the world, and for those who take shelter in this institution to receive Krishna consciousness and to grow in Krishna consciousness. And then how Prabhupada created with the institution and a structure, a perfect structure that will guarantee this institution to go in the future effectively being the vehicle for Lord Chaitanya's Sankirtan mission. And so the managing structure, the structure in which functions, Prabhupada put a lot of emphasis to make clear that it was a necessary element for the success, the future of his mission. So, similarly, the personality of Godhead creates this universe with a structure, and this structure is managed by the combinations of these Brahmanas and Kshatriyas. The Brahmanas, they're the heads of the whole social structure in terms of guidance. So the qualities of the Brahmanas in the 18th chapter is, what is it? Sama, peacefulness, Dana, which is what? Yes. No. That's this is yeah. It's different. Let me see. I remember. Sama, Dana. Peacefulness, self-control. Dana is self-control. Which is D-A-M-A-H, self-control. So Sama, Dhamma, Tapa, Sauchan, Tapa, austerities, Sauchan, cleanliness. And we have Satyam and Arjavam. Titikshava. These are all qualities of Titikshava, means, tolerance. Arjavan means honesty. and Satya means truthfulness. So the Brahmanas give guidance to society, and the Kshatriyas are meant to protect, to take this guidance of the Brahmanas and make sure that everybody else is following them. And in that way, you have a perfect social system by the combination of these two. The rest, are fully protected. The Kshatriyas protects like that. So that's a perfect Kshatriya. The Kshatriyas, they can resist. Prabhupada explains here. They cannot resist giving charity, or especially to the Brahmanas. They cannot resist being challenged either by another Kshatriya. So if you get challenged, they will fight. In fact, Prabhupada explains that even in Vedic times it was a common thing, but even in recent history, the Kshatriyas, the Rajput, still the lineage of Kshatriyas that are in Rajasthan, the Rajputs, they have this custom to fight a tiger with a sword. Yes, not with like a cannon or like it's like really. They would train themselves to fight, so they will fight. It was a common practice in Vedic times. You go and fight a tiger. So they go to hunt. But it's not the cowards right now that go to hunt. They sort of shield themselves, make sure that they're all very protected, and they have this very huge weapon. So no, they go head to head, armed with that swords. They have to have a weapon because the tiger does have weapons too. Their claws and their things. And when they kill the tiger, it's not that they sort of proudly, put the piece of head of the poor creature, to display there. No, they used to give the tiger a royal cremation. So they would treat it like another warrior, a fallen warrior. So this was they chivalrous. How do you say chivalrous? Chivalrous, yeah. They have the sense of they're warriors. So they can resist someone challenge you. You coward. So they're ready to fight. They can resist either, to be challenged, even, in a sport match or a gambling match. We see that in the case of Maharaj Yudhisthira, he was tricked. Maharaj even knew that Shakuni and Duryodhana and Shakuni were up to something bad to trick him. He knew. He could understand that. But because he was challenged, he was obliged to comply. And although it was very clear that they were cheating because they continuously challenged, he continued out of duty. So this is the character or the Kshatriyas. Is like by nature you act like that. You can resist. Like you take a Sudra and then display some intoxicants, and then it's like something is pulling towards the intoxicants. or you take a business opportunity, flash it in the face of a Vaishya, and he goes all excited. Or you get, some educational opportunities. I was appreciating Gokulananda Prabhu. That was, so enlivened and excited. I mean, he doesn't have a break, but he gets so enlivened about educational opportunities to give, a course, a class, and, he gets very enlivened and he works very hard. That's the quality of a Brahmana. You can't resist. You go like all excited. So similarly, the Kshatriya gets excited when they get this opportunity, the opportunity to give charity, the opportunity to protect someone who is being hurt. Maharaj Parikshit, when he saw the Kali personified hurting the bull and the cow, he immediately raised his sword and was ready to kill and chastise him by saying that, although you dress, you are strong and you dress like a king, but you're actually acting like a low-minded person. How you dare to hurt someone in my kingdom? I shall punish you. So that is the quality of the Kshatriya. Now, there's something very amazing that is given in our scriptures, in the Vedic scriptures. Specifically in the Srimad Bhagavatam, in the teachings of, in the narrations of the activities of Prithu Maharaj, who was an incarnation, who was a Shakti Avesha avatar of Lord Vishnu to perform the activities of a king. So in the narrations of the Bhagavatam of Prithu Maharaj, there is expressed that is quite obvious, that actually, even by common sense, someone who has who follows religious dharma can understand. Canto 4, chapter 22, text number 45 says, since only a person who is completely educated according to the principles of Vedic knowledge deserves to be commander-in-chief. We hear that word so much here in the US. Commander-in-chief, ruler of the state, the first to chastise, or the proprietor of the whole planet. Prithu Maharaj offered everything to the Kumaras. Prabhupada explains that the position of being a Kshatriya, to being a president, to be a head of a state, to be a commander-in-chief, a general, is only possible when the person is completely educated according to the principles of Vedic knowledge. Otherwise, is not qualified to be in that position. Otherwise, he won't be able to fulfill the duties of a Kshatriya, to give protection. When we talk about the being well versed, means that the Kshatriyas were fully educated and by the Brahmanas. Therefore, the Kshatriyas were also twice born. They were given, the whole Brahminical training. They were given, they were given transcendental knowledge, as well as the capacity of worshipping the deity. So it's part of Kshatriya